The other compound inequality you might see are the OR inequalities. And unlike the AND inequalities, which we kind of had to just figure out were AND, the OR ones are really easy to see that they're ORs because look, they're going to say OR in them. What you're going to do with the OR problems is draw a big old squiggle down the problem. It's really two problems in one. Whatever you do to one of the problems has absolutely zero effect on what happens to the other problem. So just solve each problem individually, and then we're going to graph both solutions on the same number line. So solve like you normally solve an inequality or an equation, keeping in mind the only real difference is that if you ever multiply or divide by a negative, you'll flip the inequality symbol around. So on one side, I end up with this solution, x has to be less than or equal to 2. I should probably write my OR in between. Go ahead and do the other side of your inequality. Again, whatever you do to one part of these OR inequalities has absolutely zero effect on the other side. So 5x has to be greater than 30, divide both sides by 5, so x has to be greater than or equal, or greater than 6. So there's my solution sort of written as an inequality. Let's go ahead and graph this one so you see what an OR graph looks like. So I'll need my 2 points at least on the number line. If you want to put more. If you want to or just double check that your smaller numbers are on the left, your bigger numbers are on the right. At the 2, I am allowed to be equal to 2. 2 is a solution. So I'm going to fill in that circle saying that I could be equal to 2. And then that inequality says to shade all the numbers that are less than 2. So they go to the right, to the left. Let's go ahead and graph the other side of the inequality on the same number line. I have an open circle because 6 is not a solution. 6 is not greater than 6. But all those numbers like 6.1 and 7 and all those numbers are greater. So my OR graphs tend to look like this. If you want the really stupid way to remember, like I showed you in class, I always imagine there's this boat right here in the center. And there's this guy that's got like ridiculously long arms. And he's sitting there with his oars, get it, oars, rowing his boat. It's really, really stupid, but people remember stupid things, so